Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Daily Dose number 26. We're here at Maqbarat al-Rahma, which is the cemetery or the graveyard of mercy. It is the graveyard for the greater metropolitan Phoenix area. Jazakallah khair for joining us. We're here because the Prophet Muhammad encouraged us to remember death. He says, أَكْثِرُوا مِن ذِكْرِ هَذِمَ اللَّذَّاتِ. Remember, increase your remembrance of the cutter of all desires, meaning death. In another narration he says, هَادِمَ اللَّذَّاتِ. The one who destroys, the one that collapses all of the desires. So the Prophet Muhammad stressed this many times over and over again. Remember death, remember death, remember death, because it's something that we all have to go through. So that's what we are doing here today at the cemetery. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Juz number 26, chapter number 46, Surah Al-Ahqaf, that's verse number 13. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Inna alladhina qalu rabbuna Allahu thumma istaqamu fala khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun.
Indeed, those who have said, "Our Lord is Allah," and then they remain on the right course, there will be no fear concerning them, nor will they grieve. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that those who believe, those who have said, "Our Lord is Allah," so they have Iman in their heart. And then it says, and they remain on the right course, they remain steadfast on the right course. That means that after they believed in their heart, that then it went outwardly onto their limbs and onto their tongue. So in what they said and what they did. And what do these people receive? They will have no fear concerning them, nor will they grieve. And every person, every human being, upon his death, will have two emotions. He will have fear and grief. He will have fear of the unknown. He will have fear as to what is come. Even Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu said that if I had 1 foot in paradise and 1 foot outside of paradise, that I would not be content. Even he had fear that he wouldn't make it to Jannah. He was promised paradise, but he had that fear that there is a chance he might not make it. And then the second emotion is grief. Grief of what? Grief of what you're leaving behind. Every soul wishes to stay in this life. It's what we know. It's what we don't know, the unknown. We don't know of the hereafter. So every soul has this grief. Every human has this grief of what am I going to be going to? What am I leaving behind? Subhanallah.
And subhanallah, these two emotions, fear and grief, can be forgotten and can be left alone if you just follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's commandments according to the ayah. If you believe in Him and you work on that belief, you live that belief through your limbs, through your tongue, through your eyes, through all of your body basically, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises that He will take these things away, fear and grief. Imagine, you're putting your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who controls grief, the one who controls all of destiny, the one who controls every single thing in the heavens and the earth. Why don't you, if you trust Him, why don't you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would, take that grief away from you? As the same way He's put it into your heart, it's that easy for Him to take it out of your heart. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take out the fear and grief when it's our time to go, inshallah.
And if you haven't realized now where we are actually standing within a grave. SubhanAllah, even the Sahaba, they would take time out of their day to reflect, and they would actually come, not just stand in the grave that we are sitting, they would lay down in the grave and reflect, subhanAllah, on what death will be like. And just as a remembrance as to what will happen when they die. And so what we'd like to do today is not really talk about all the aspects of death, what will happen in the hereafter, but we'd like to just focus on two images. One for the believer and one for the disbeliever. First, we will talk about the disbeliever, subhanAllah. At the time of his death, once he has died, the angel of death will come to him. And he will be very dark, he will be very scary, it will be the worst monster, the worst thing you've ever seen. He will come to you, and he will come to you upon your body and will say, "Oh wretched soul, oh evil soul, get out of this body that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to you." And so this soul at this sight, knowing that it is a disbeliever in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the soul will disperse throughout the body. It will cling to every nerve, every muscle fiber, to your bones. It will cling to every part of your body, not wanting to be taken out. And then as the angel of death starts to remove it, it said that it will be removed like a thorny bush wrapped in wool. So as you're pulling it out, every thorn on the stick will attach to every fiber, and it will be ripped out as it's ripping from your muscle, from your nerves, the nerve endings. It will be ripped out, subhanAllah. And as this is happening to the person, you will feel every single pull, every single stretch, every single tear, as the soul is being taken out, starting from your toes up through your body as it's taken out through your mouth.
For the believer, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises an easy death, an easy way of leaving this life and entering the next. At that moment of death, the angel will come down dressed in white, coming down with pure cloth to clothe your soul in. And as he comes down and pulls your soul from your body, you won't feel the same pain you would feel if you were a disbeliever. For the mu'min, for the believer, sometimes some of the scholars of Islam have said that it is like taking a silk cloth, taking it from between two other silk cloths. It's that gentle, that simple. And then sometimes they've made the analogy of water that's dripping from a mug or a jug or a cup. So it's very, very simple. For the believer, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it very easy. But don't think that it's going to be harmless or painless. Even the Prophet Muhammad said on his deathbed, إِنَّ لِلْمَوْتِ لَسَكَرَاتٍ, that verily for death there is agony, there is pain. Even for the Prophet Muhammad. So you will feel something. It's part of being human. It's part of leaving this life and entering the next. But we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us from those who He has promised will have no grief and no fear. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take our soul while the angel dressed in white is in front of it. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect our soul when He takes it out and after. To help you get through Ramadan each and every day, check out the Master Arizona page to get your daily dose.